又話牧師分享到，曾2次當選俄羅斯總理嘅現任俄羅斯總統普京，真人極可能喺多年前已被人暗殺身亡。我哋現時於電視同新聞所見嘅，好可能只係一名替身。原來使用替身假冒國家領導人嘅做法，於俄羅斯前身嘅前蘇聯亦曾發生，並唔係一件新鮮事。作為替身嘅人，甚至亦已經走向公眾，揭露呢件秘事。例如，過去數十年嘅前蘇聯時期，一直流傳前蘇聯領導人之一史泰林，有一位與佢樣貌極為相似嘅孖生兄弟，成為佢嘅替身。直至1991年前蘇聯政權倒台後，真相先至一步步被公開。原來史泰林曾經擁有最少10多名替身，用作秘密隱藏史泰林嘅行蹤，以防被暗殺。第一位公開自己係史泰林替身嘅，係前舞蹈家同魔術師 Felix Dadarev。過去超過半世紀，因擔心被判處死刑，所以一直保持沉默，冇對外公開自己曾係史泰林嘅替身。直到2008年，當時 Felix Dadarev 正值88歲，明顯係因為得到現任俄羅斯領導人普京嘅默許，終於出面撰寫自傳。於自傳中否白自己係史泰林4位替身之一。當史泰林需要喺危險嘅場合，如公開嘅車隊巡行檢閱路面時，佢哋就負責成為佢嘅替身。雖然當 Felix Dadarev 只有20多歲時，史泰林已經係60歲，但經過2次世界大戰嘅洗禮同專業化妝後，即使連史泰林最近身嘅下屬都冇辦法認出佢係替身。另一位替身 Rashid 則因為樣貌與史泰林非常相似，所以被前蘇聯秘密警察 KGB 聘請。以下片段係嚟自一個名為史泰林的14個替身嘅揭秘節目，從歷史角度去證明史泰林確實曾有多個替身。
The entire country was mourning and kissing his portraits. On March 9th, 1953, the Soviet Union was paying its last tribute to Joseph Stalin. On that day, hundreds of people were killed in the crowd, making their way to the deceased leader. And no one knew that the body in the coffin was not worth the sacrifice. The corpse wasn't that of Stalin. Sensational details of the death of the Kremlin's master. It is not Stalin who's been buried near the Kremlin wall. The real leader had died before his official date of death. The secret life of the Soviet dictator. How many doubles did Joseph Stalin have? It seemed that Stalin visited different occasions with
different ears.
Who had prepared them and why? And what fate awaited the directors of this performance? People who were directly related to Stalin's doubles were shot. We will conduct our own investigation and find unique evidence. We will analyze the newsreels from those times. With the help of experts, we will determine how to distinguish the fake leader from the real one. If you take these two pictures, you can see that the ears belong to totally different people. And most importantly, we will find out what really happened to Joseph Stalin. December 31st, 1939. The Kremlin guards didn't like New Year celebrations because of the crowds that gathered outside the door. Suddenly, the crowd parted to allow the Kremlin master to make his way through. The usual slight smile on his face. The guards saluted. Everything went according to plan. Nobody could have guessed the surprise that awaited them. A moment later, through the same doors, another Stalin would enter. This incident is described in a book by a man named Sergei Krasikov. The guard who was on duty that night in the Kremlin. But what was it? A ghost or a hoax? That's how they tried to explain it to the frightened guard. Along with Comrade Stalin, there came a heavily made-up actor, Gelovany, to the Kremlin. However, the guards knew the actor was at least a head taller than Stalin. It turns out Stalin really did have doubles. But when exactly had they appeared? Ears are a unique part of the human body. People may be similar in many ways, but no two pairs of ears are alike. It is on this basis we'll try to find out the truth. Here are some pictures of the leader. They were taken over the period of a year, but in different places. We will show these pictures to a specialist. Ukrainian expert criminologist Andrei Dubovik has agreed to help us by examining 6 different portraits of Joseph Stalin. Right now, he will determine how similar they are. Auricle, retina, and fingerprints are totally unique features that can never be repeated. Visually, you can determine if a person is very similar. The eyes, nose, or ears. But somewhere there will be a difference. So we are starting the experiment. Andrei takes photos and examines them. The first conclusions of the expert are really amazing. Here on this photo, we can see the ear of the owner, regular oval shape. If we look at another picture, here the ear is completely stretched out in an elongated shape, completely different. You can clearly see it when we zoom in on the photo. The ears belong to totally different people. This is surprising, but it turns out that in these particular photographs, there are 2 completely different people. According to experts, this is the first time the double rather than the leader was captured on newsreel. This is the parade of 1935, which was led not by Stalin, but by his double. Documents confirm that Stalin had doubles. This is completely accurate.